How many words do you read every day? Checking your phone, reading the news, on billboards, websites, posters on a classroom wall? And how many times do you stop to think about the font that sentence was written in? Well, you don't need to. It's already made its way into your head. There are thousands of fonts, each designed to communicate information to you, most of the time without you realizing. Changing a font changes your perception. It makes what you read more credible, emotional, positive, negative, or satirical. So, let's have a look into the secret lives hidden in plain sight behind typefaces and explore how we can use fonts to our advantage. The Open Dyslexic font was designed in 2011. It uses variation in line thickness to make words easier to read for those struggling with dyslexia. It has since been integrated into really popular sites like Wikipedia or Amazon Kindle. Or maybe the more popular Comic Sans is a good accessible alternative. Both typefaces have even, distinguished letters with sans serif typing, that is, letters without the serifs, the small decorative strokes around the letters. This has really useful applications in learning environments, helping dyslexic students with this user-friendly font. Or let's say you're trying to start a political campaign. Raise awareness, stand up for what you believe in. In a digital age, social media and activism are entirely intertwined. Through social media, we can reach thousands of people completely for free. And whether you're trying to convey clear information with a clean and simple sans serif font, such as Helvetica, or asking for time and donations with a more persuasive serif, like Georgia, the font choice you use has an immense impact. In 2019, the font Ugly Jerry was created, a display of how creating a font itself can be a form of activism. With each letter being created out of the shape of a US congressional district, it was used to bring awareness to and call out the country's gerrymandering problem. Now, fonts may seem like a minor, even insignificant design choice, but they hold an immense, unappreciated power. Fonts have been used to discriminate, such as Neuland, which you may recognize from the West End production of The Lion King. This font was designed by a German man as a modern interpretation of Gothic German scripts, but it holds strong associations with Africa and African culture, despite having no original ties there. It became associated to African culture through repeated use in Hollywood and advertising, being used alongside racist imagery to advertise cigarettes and cotton. It's a prime example of how fonts hold unappreciated, unspoken power. Now, unlike Open Dyslexic or Ugly Jerry, a font you probably read every day without thinking twice is the font Transport. This was created in the 60s for the sole purpose of being used on every road sign on every British road. You probably read thousands of words in this typeface without thinking twice. It was designed to be as clean and easy to read as possible, leading it to being chosen as the official typeface for the UK government website. It has made the law more accessible to everybody. Now let's explore a more practical application for you to use when you're next writing up a persuasive letter, document, or email. We want to seem well-educated, hold authority on our topic, without embellishing too much in the actual content. Try using a serif font, such as Garamond or Caslon or the classic Times New Roman. These hold a mountain of historical prestige, being the fonts used by news publications, such as The Times or The Guardian. This is because it is the style of writing created when using a feather quill, which has since been emulated in digitized designs. Associating our words with news publications gives a sense of tradition, superiority, and authority with a simple click of a button. Now, it's also important to consider other alphabets and how fonts will affect their readers. Here we have to consider wider cultural context, and for characters, how the overall composition of a character will affect the reader. It has been shown that there are similar differences in responses to text when they are written in different fonts, in different alphabets, such as the Chinese characters or the Arabic alphabet. In a digital age, fonts connect people across the world. Text looks the same from London to Sydney to New York. So the next time you're driving down the street or going to a West End show, or even just checking your phone, think twice about that font you're reading and how it just might be affecting you without you realizing.